Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. You know, as far as I'm aware, this has happened every single time right before XRP has gone on to rocket tremendously in price. It just dominates on various exchanges in terms of volume, flipping Bitcoin, which XRP has done many times in terms of volume. I mean, here's a headline from CoinSpeaker: Dogecoin and XRP beat Bitcoin in daily trading volumes on BitHum. And so I'll just note those are some of the very largest cryptocurrency exchanges in South Korea, but it's not just in South Korea. Similar story just the other day with Coinbase. And so to all the idiot sticks that think that XRP is not going to hit a new all-time high, what is your actual malfunction? Unless we have some sort of black swan event and the whole market falls apart, then I'd say, okay. Outside of that, if you think that XRP is not going to participate in this, you ought your damn mind. And you know what? XRP's got a connection to the top of the incoming administration. Take a look at this headline. Trump media in reported talks to buy crypto trading platform Bakkt, sending shares soaring. And I'll explain what that is. It's just one more little thing that can give you confidence that, yeah, XRP not only is it protected today with legal clarity, but it's going to persist, if anything, get even better. And then I'll wrap up the video by sharing for fun a few things that have been done over the years to sabotage XRP, yet here we still are. I'm talking real world stuff, including one thing I mentioned the other day, and I talked about it in years past. It is the case that toxic Bitcoin maximalists over a decade ago were paying $550 to people to lie and say that XRP was a scam. I kid you not. There's other stuff too. So just a little trip down memory lane, because I'm looking at the real world. I'm looking at the actual adoption. I'm looking at the volume right here during this bull run. And I'm just realizing, like, whatever they have thrown at XRP, it hasn't stopped XRP. It just hasn't. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, I do want to make sure that everybody's aware of this. I'm going to try and be brief. This is news from several days ago. I talked about it in depth. But here's a headline from November 16th. Fox Business confirms Ripple CEO meeting with Donald Trump. Okay, the headline is actually false. We don't technically know that, although I think it happened. It's a virtual certainty. We do know, thanks to Chief Legal Officer at Ripple, Stuart Alderoty, that during the summer, Donald Trump, he did meet with Ripple. We don't know specifically who from what Stuart Alderoty posted, but we do know that in the summer they met in San Francisco. And so we learned that after the election outcome, okay? Then Brad Garlinghouse was on Fox Business with Liz Clayman the other day, and he was asked directly about this, and he said, well, I don't really want to comment on it. So he refused to confirm it, but still, it's a virtual certainty. So, okay, so Trump for sure met with Ripple, but not the CEO? That would be a little bit weird. Who's he meeting with? Stuart Alderoty? Who are we talking about here? So there's that connection. That's one connection right there. But do you guys know what Bakkt is? If you've been around for about as long as I have, you're probably familiar. I hadn't thought about them in quite a long while, but this was big news back in the day. So I've been in the space since 2017, and here we have this headline from August 3rd of 2018. And this is one of the earliest forms of, wow, this is really going mainstream. This is going to be a big deal. Crypto's clearly here to stay. And so, there's less talk in 2024 about, is the asset class here to stay? But in 2017 and 2018, there was a lot more, is it really going to work? And now, mind you, I still had just as much conviction as I could possibly have had that, yes, the asset class, whatever ups and downs it's going to have, it's here to stay, because I understood it was useful, so we're not just going to throw the technology away. But a lot of people were still grappling with that very basic question, even back then. It's funny to think, that was just a little over 6 years ago. So here's the headline, August 3rd, 2018. New York Stock Exchange owner ICE to form new company for digital assets. Intercontinental Exchange Inc., or ICE for short, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, and that's why it's a big deal, ICE, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, said on Friday it plans to form a company and trading platform for digital assets such as Bitcoin, as well as physically delivered Bitcoin futures contracts. And so I hadn't thought about them in forever. So the news came and they launched in super duper. And my recollection was that it was all in an institutional level, and so I went to their website, and I think it is only, unless there's an aspect of the company or a department that does something forward-facing to retail. I don't think they do, though. I think it's 100% on an institutional level, which is another reason it's pretty cool, though. You're talking about Wall Street bringing in all that. So that's why there was the excitement about this 6 years ago. And here you can see on their solutions page, they wrote for the brokerage, Bakkt brokerage, one integration to launch licensed crypto trading services to your customers. So that means if you're working with Bakkt, you're a business. You are a business that is a customer of theirs. And then there was also this, the new standard for institutional crypto trading. So it is on an institutional, but that was really exciting. And that's what my recollection was. I just hadn't thought about it in forever. But check this out. And I'll get to why this is interesting for any XRP holder in just a second. There's one very basic reason here. But check this out. So obviously, Trump administration coming in, they'll be taking over the White House in January. Very pro-crypto administration, right? And the headline here again, Trump Media, which, by the way, at least currently is primarily owned by Donald Trump. I don't know if that's going to have to change for regulatory purposes or not. I just don't have information on that. But here you go. Trump Media in reported talks to buy crypto trading platform Bakkt, B-A-K-K-T, sending shares soaring. Okay, so the reason that this matters is because Bakkt recently added XRP. Look at this. September 10th, 2024, Bakkt enhances trading offering by adding 9 new coins. And there it is right there. Ba-bam, XRP. So, I'm just saying, Trump is already very well aware of what has happened with Ripple. He's very well aware of how disgusting Gary Gensler is. He said he's going to be fired probably, right, if he doesn't resign. And then there's also this. So I'm just saying it would be to his benefit if it remains the case that XRP is in great legal standing. And no, look, I never thought that this is going to change anyway. I'm just saying this is one more thing to consider here because it's good for their business model. Now, I think that this should happen regardless. I'm just making the broader point that there's this connection all the way to the top of the incoming administration, to the White House. Just saying. It's interesting here. And of course, there's other reasons that XRP has connections to the top of lists of trading volume. Take a look at this as well. This is from somebody named Smoke Dog. I just came across this in my feed on social media platform X. And this is fascinating. This is from November 17th. XRP dominates Coinbase trading volume. That's right, XRP did. On November 17th, 2024, XRP surged to the top of Coinbase's spot trading, capturing 18.01% of total volume. That's $660 million. And worth noting here, outpaced Bitcoin. So again, XRP about 18%. Bitcoin, 11.73% of volume. And this is what happens every time when XRP, before XRP ultimately just goes on crazy. So, I mean, we're happy to see what we've seen since the election. Don't get me wrong. That was a pretty fun run. But this always happens before you see even more notable bursts to the upside. And it's happening all over the world, which is why we had this headline I cited at the outset of the video from CoinSpeaker. Dogecoin and XRP beat Bitcoin in daily trading volumes on Upbit and BitHum. So check this out. South Korea's top crypto exchanges Upbit and BitHum have reported a massive surge in trading volumes for altcoins like Doge and XRP, beating the likes of giants such as Bitcoin. Beating Bitcoin? What? But I thought that XRP was going to zero because reasons, right? Except no, because that was always stupid. STLLPID, stupid. No, XRP is here to stay. It's more than a little bit obvious at this point. I'd say very obvious. I mean, it's used on a daily basis for tons of people and businesses, all sorts of different reasons. I mean, just look at its positioning. It's always been in the top 10 coins by market cap. The market says it makes sense. And here we go. Look at this performance. In fact, they said here, as per data from CoinGecko, both XRP and Doge have accounted for a staggering 30% of the trading volumes on South Korea's largest exchange, Upbit, and then volume contribution on BitHum was nearly 20%. That's massive. Because there's so much more money in Bitcoin and recognition on a global scale. And so to see this, and in the most crucial moment when you'd want to see it, that's really something, But of course, there have been attempts to sabotage XRP over the years. This is the most famous one. It's probably fair to say at this point. When the SEC decided to sue Ripple, which was effectively an attack on all XRP holders the world over. Here's the headline, December 22nd, 2020. U.S. SEC charges blockchain company Ripple for conducting an unregistered securities offering. Obviously, several years later now, we know this didn't go so well for the SEC. Not so good for them, which is what we expected to be because they were not operating in good faith. They're on the wrong side of history, the wrong side of the law. So not surprising to see that one wrapped up. So that was the worst attack, honestly. That's the worst attack against XRP in the history of it. But it's certainly not the only one. Do you guys remember this one? If you're around back when I was, then you're not going to forget it. If you've only been here for 3-4 years, or maybe you're brand new to crypto, you don't know anything about this. But let me highlight this for you. XRP has consistently been under attack. It just has been. So there's a really big community of people like you and I that know that XRP makes sense, and we're not irrational idiots. So we just accept it, and we're not maximalists. We hold a bunch of different coins. Broadly speaking, that's just how we are. There are almost no XRP maximalists in existence. While on the flip side, there are tons of Bitcoin maximalists, right? And so while there are tons of us that are rational and support XRP, it's a threat to those, to some, like Bitcoin maximalists. It has been viewed like that for a long time because it is technologically superior. It can do what Bitcoin can't. It can be a peer-to-peer cash system, which is exactly what Bitcoin was designed for. You go back to the Bitcoin white paper from Satoshi Nakamoto. It was designed to be that, a peer-to-peer cash system. It certainly is not. It is not. But XRP actually is, in addition to a number of other things. So take a look at this. Now, mind you, January 4th, 2018, that was the all-time high for XRP. That was the all-time high price. Look at this. January 9th, 2018, just several days later here, CoinMarketCap removes South Korea exchanges. Ripple market cap drops 20 billion. So, of course, they conflated Ripple and XRP. That was a lot more common back then, but Cointelegraph doesn't do that as much these days. So, although the all-time high for XRP was already in, it was still worth a lot at that point. I can't remember exactly. It was probably close to $3 at that point. I'd have to look it up, though. But they just removed South Korean exchanges where there's a ton of demand. So like I just showed you, the volume's through the roof, and it was back in 2017 and 2018 as well. So they just took it away. Check this out. I kid you not. And it harmed XRP. Check this out. Highly popular cryptocurrency price tracker CoinMarketCap removed several South Korean exchanges from its listings on January 8th, causing a dip in the overall market cap that particularly affected altcoin XRP. The exchanges removed include Bithumb, the world's second largest exchange in terms of trading volume, along with CoinOne and Corebit. And folks, again, the amount of volume and the price action resulting from those South Korean exchanges, it's substantial. It changed the reporting of the market cap and the price for XRP. So check this out. I don't want to read this whole article, but go down here. Look at this. CoinMarketCap's decision was followed by a dramatic reverse in Ripple's record-breaking uptrend. The day CoinMarketCap removed the South Korean exchanges, Ripple saw, and of course they mean XRP, they wrote Ripple, saw an immediate loss of over $20 billion in market capitalization and an almost 30% price drop on January 8th. So they just took the data out, and it made it look to any passing observer that XRP price was cratering. Like that was it, and it caused panic selling. It caused actual panic selling. So it was doing fine. I mean, sure, we didn't know that the top was in for sure on January 8th, but then you go to CoinMarketCap, arguably at the time, the most popular website to check prices of crypto, and then you see that XRP's falling apart. And then if you're an XRP holder, you might panic sell, and many did. It's just another thing. Like, it's just, whatever the intent was behind that, it sure as hell looks like sabotage at it. Like, I don't know. Do you think it was by design? It's just there's so much hatred towards XRP in the space, especially back then. It just makes you wonder. Because they talk about, how, it's not a reasonable, like, here's their excuse. They're right. This morning we excluded some Korean exchanges and price calculations due to the extreme divergence in prices from the rest of the world and limited arbitrage opportunity. Okay. And then it just happened to impact XRP the most. Oh, okay. And then we also have this. Look I mentioned this the other day, so I thought I'd just bring it up. So we're going down memory lane here. This is the Bitcoin Talk Forum. This is a post from May 22nd, 2013. XRP was brand new. I don't even know if it was on any exchanges yet. In fact, if you go back to the historical price snapshots for XRP on like CoinMarketCap, they begin, I'm pretty sure, in like August of 2013. But here we have this plan to pay people, to get people to lie about XRP, to just kill it right out the gate, just claiming that it's a scam. That was clearly the intent here, because it was small, nobody knew what it was, and if you could just nip it in the bud, if you're a Bitcoin maxi and just, wash your hands of it, that would be great for you. Now, it didn't work, but this was a very real attempt. May 22nd, 2013. Look at this. Somebody named Matthew Wright wrote, "This is amazing. If you look at the Ripple giveaway thread, you can see that lots of people were apparently changing their original request post from requesting XRP to claiming it's a scam." And look at this. So there's an example of it right here. Ripple is a scam. Ripple is a get-rich-quick scheme for its creators, a private for-profit company. It is not open source. It is centralized, akin to PayPal rather than Bitcoin. And so obviously none of that, literally none of that's true, but they were getting paid. So check this out. Here's the post. It reads as follows. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the relevant portion I will. "I was offered $550 to say that Ripple is a scam. I received an interesting message in my bitcointalk.org inbox today. It said that a user going by the name of Trade Fortress was paying for members 5 Bitcoin to edit their posts in this thread to say that Ripple is a scam." And then they cite exactly how it's supposed to be worded, which I already read. It's the part in red here. And then here it's, "Ironically, in the earlier days of Bitcoin, 2010, 2011, and well into 2012, the same accusations were spread about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, scam, etc. The same Bitcoin supporters that fought these accusations tooth and nail are now saying the same thing about Ripple." Isn't that rich? These are not good people, my friends, and XRP has been under attack from these same types of people, these frickin' idiots, these jerks, these asshats, whatever you want to call them. It's been like this for over a decade. And despite all of that, XRP's coming up roses. It just is. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.